Now, let me bring in our chief reporter for CGTN's weekly show, Tech It Out, Yang Zhao. Great to have you here, Yang Zhao.
Thank you.
It is making a landing soon. Tell us, what will it do, during the landing on Mars?
Well, I think most of us have been attracted by the engineering part of this space mission. Rocket launch, the Hoffman transfer orbit, which I admit is just pretty cool because space journey is always fascinating. But don't forget the most part of this mission, the scientific exploration on Red Planet. So after a rover has been landed on the Red Planet properly and safely, there will be a comprehensive scientific mission to conduct. There are 13 instruments to carry out this mission, with 6 fitted on the rover and 7 fitted on the orbiter. The orbiter will not only work as the communication relay between the rover on Mars and a controlling center back on Earth, it will also dive into a closer orbit to search for the entire planet for an entire Martian year, which is roughly about 23 months. So the orbiter will map the surface and collect the geological structures of this planet, and it will also looking for signs of water and ice, and also look for the rock distribution. On the other hand, the rover will have to examine the composition of the soil and look for signs, look for the evidence of underground water. It will also collect the atmospheric status to tell us, to document the climate change on Mars. And all of this data will come back to the Earth to help the scientists to figure out what is the habitability of the Mars in the history.
Wow, lots of interesting discoveries to be made. Tianwen-1 sent back its first image of Mars last week. Tell us about some of the interesting technologies used here.
Well, this is the first picture of the Mars snapped by Tianwen-1 as the spacecraft take the final approach. It has been taken from the 2.2 million kilometers away from the Mars, but it's clearly enough to see some of the most iconic spots on the Red Planet. And this picture also demonstrates this powerful high-resolution cameras working properly. But what I want to mention is the camera alone cannot make it happen, though, because if you want to take a picture for red planets, you have to know where is the red planet and how this Mars looks like on the backdrop of the whole universe. And there is another technology called optical navigation sensor to fill this bill. And this sensor acts as the eyes of the spacecraft. It can search for and capture this Mars in the deep space where there is no beta or GPS could help the spacecraft to navigate. So this is a very important sensor in our future space traveling because they can find the right way to go.
Oh, wow, sounds complicated. You should do more explainers, which I really loved. The last one I saw was 7 Minutes of Terror, right?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Thank you so much, our chief reporter for Tech It Out, Yang Zhao here.